G'day folks, and welcome back to another episode of the Bush TV. Well, in the previous episodes I head into a pristine little camp right on Lees Creek in the foothills of the Victorian High Country. After a nice downpour of rain, cleared up to sit around that cracking fire for a couple of frothies, then to wake up in the morning to the sounds of the bush and those birds singing. I head out of the Lees Creek camp on search for a high elevation camp. After coming across a couple of campsites and a forecast of wind, I decided to camp in a nice little spot tucked away in the snow gums. But the wind did pick up, guys, and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to roll in the awning. No rain, just wind, but still I had a great time. Welcome to episode 3, guys. We go check out Maroka Hut and head to my secret little spot down in the valley. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of the Bush TV. Well, we packed up nice and quick. Sort of slept in a little bit because of the wind kept me awake all night. So yeah, it was a bit one of those things where I sort of caught up with a bit of sleep. I stayed in bed till about 7:30. Woke up at 3:30, did the awning, got back in the swag, woke up again at around 4:30. It was just sounded like a train coming into the camp. That's how loud it was. Anyway, and the fire was literally glowing. I was worried about it, but there was nothing to blow around, so it was pretty safe. Anyways, let's hit the track. I want to go and have a look at Maroka Hut. I haven't been in there for a couple of years, so we'll go and do the walk. I was going to go up Maroka Creek track or whatever it's called. It's just opposite this campsite. That goes into the backside of the hut, but I'm heading that way on the on the Maroka Road towards the Tambaritha Road, so might as well go that way and kill two birds in one stone. We'll walk in from there. I like to walk in anyway. It's usually it's nice. There's a lot of birds and things like that. So, and there's a little footbridge and you cross the Maroka River and things. So, all right, let's hit the track and yeah, get the ball rolling. This episode is proudly supported by the Sign Shop Australia, the Licola Caravan Park, YV Sheds and Barns, and Admiral Towing. Further supported by Vic High Country, trips, info and vehicle setups on the Facebook page. Well, it's pretty windy even just up here, a bit higher up here. The spot that I'm going to today is sort of, well, it's in the valley, so I don't think it'll be bad. Hopefully it's not windy. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow it's forecast snow above 1100. So even down there is going to be wet. Not sure how high it is down there. Probably maybe 600, might be less than that. Up there, but not 1100. So look, play it by ear. What I might do is camp one night down at this spot. If it does get wet, I might go up to that little hut that I know that's sort of, it's a bit high up, maybe 1300 meters. So saying that, if it does snow, I'll see some. So I've missed the snow this year. Every time the cold snaps have come in, I've been either too busy, or I had a lot of maintenance on this car the first time it came in, and it was around the weekend as well, which was for me. I don't really want to get out there when it's packed. So that's the reason I come out during the week, is to keep it so it's quiet up here. Look, it's just a little bit easier to make content. You know, no offense to anyone, because like, you know, I'm not a people hater, but yeah, it's just when it's busy, it's awkward. So it's just the perfect time for me, like during the week. Anyways, if the weather does come in and it is a little bit like bad down there. There's no doubt if it gets wet, I'm fine. I've got 2 awnings and all that stuff, but I wouldn't mind chasing a little bit of snow. So yeah, I'll make a decision there. I'll drop down, go to Licola, and get something down there. We'll maybe put some fuel in the car or something like that. Might even have a quick shower down there. The showers are really good and they're like 20 cents, so you know, you can't sort of go wrong with that. And then head up to this little hut that I know, and yeah, just kick back there for a day. Is this the car park? I just missed it. Okay, we're at Maroka Hut car park, and I just missed it, so that's alright. I was reversing. It's easy enough, isn't it? Right, I am taking my seatbelt off for this one because I'm reversing into Maroka Hut. Anyway, so that's the plan. That's what I want to do. I wanted to sit back and kick back in this spot for a couple of days, but like I said, if the weather turns nasty, I will then head up to the hut and we'll kick back there for a night and sit around a potbelly, have a couple of froths. Right now we're walking into Maroka Hut. Let's go. Alright, so just at the start of the track there's no access across the footbridge. It's obviously been washed out, so the only other way in is Maroka Range track, which is just down the road. It's not far. So look, I want to have a look at this hut. I think we go and have a look. We'll go around and we'll check it out. I'm glad I've seen that now rather than walk down there. And anyways, let's go. We'll go the other way and check it out. Alright, plan B, we're on the other side, so let's go and have a look at this hut. Maroka Hut, also known as Gillio and Estoppi's hut. Expert bushmen Bill Gillio and Andy Estoppi built this hut in 1946. The build was also assisted by Eric Bateson and Arch Timms. The materials for the hut were brought in by Packhorse. Andy Estoppi was still living in the hut 1 year before his death in 1982, at the age of 84. He indicated a great concern over the state of the hut and wished it to be restored. The hut was built where an earlier log hut had also been built around the 1900s. It also was a log hut and had a bark roof. Some of the old logs from the old hut were used in the cattle fencing when the new hut was built. The new roof is corrugated iron, and the door was replaced in 1991. In 2012, the hut was refurbished by the Victorian High Country Huts Association as it sustained significant damage by vandals to the chimney, fireplace and structural support poles, and the saddle wood shed at the rear of the hut was damaged by fire. Norm Burrows from the Victorian High Country Huts Association, along with some helpful volunteers, organised a successful working bee to restore Maroka Hut, and Maroka Hut was saved. A big thank you goes out to the Victorian High Country Huts Association members and volunteers. I mean, you can cross it, but it's at your own risk. Looks like they've been crossing it, so I've seen the water literally up to the bottom of this once, and where I'm standing was right underneath the water. Well, it's a walk back to the car and off to find a little bit of firewood before I head to my camp for the night. Alright guys, so I just stopped at McFarlane Saddle. It's like 1500 metres above sea level right here. Very, very windy. I'll keep the camera in the car. It's just too windy. I just loaded the wood, so I've got a roof rack full of wood. Now heading down to my nice little spot. Not going to tell anyone where it is because it's a bit of a secret, that one. But yeah, shout out to you, Bob. Thanks, hope you're enjoying the content, mate. Thanks for watching. This is my little secret location. People do come here. The little track in has been cleared and sort of maintained, so whoever comes in here and does that, kudos goes out to you, because otherwise it would have had to have been me, which I would do, by the way, if I see trees down, and yeah, I'll clear them. So anyway, they've done it for us. Generally a lot of people camp there, just behind me over there. I camped last time right here in this exact spot. I made the fire pit just in front of me over there. Sitting about 600 meters here, so it's still windy even here. So it's like forecast for a major like weather event, damaging winds and things like that, all in this whole area. So look, I'll set it up, I'll see how we go. Like last night, like I said, I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to roll that awning in because it was that bad. One of the poles came out and bent a little pin. I've got to fix that in a minute. This time round, the wind is coming from the west, sort of southwest, northwest. It's switching around a little bit, so I've put the car here to block it and I'll roll the awning out that way. No wind is coming in from the east side, so hopefully that wind break helps me a little bit. Swag's going right there. We've got a heap of firewood to unload. Let's get that done. It's actually really, really warm. Okay folks, this is a secret spot, and if you do know where it is, don't drop a comment. You can PM me on Facebook. I prefer you not to put it in the comments, as it is a secret for a reason. Some people do know where it is, but not too many. I got very keen to pull the fly rod out and have a fish of that river, but after taking about an hour's break for lunch, that wind picked up severely in the area, which changed my mind on camping down in this valley. There is forecast a severe weather event for this area in the next 24 hours. It might look like a cracking day at the moment, but things do change. So my decision to get out of the valley and head up to a safer camp certainly paid off. Just a quick safety tip folks, before you do roll out your swag or pitch your tent, park your vehicle, can't preach this enough, those gum trees are known to drop limbs and just fall even without wind, and known to come down even in the middle of the night. There's been many times I've sat around the campfire and in the distance I've heard the crack and the crunch of a big one coming down up in the high country. Safety first guys, and please look up, look around and consider where these things could drop. Alright guys, I've made a little bit of a decision. We have a major weather event happening in this area. Now I generally wouldn't let the weather bother me, but in this case, because of the wind and how it is, it's that bad, right? It comes in like a train over from the north and it sucks it from the south. I just had a bit to lunch at this spot. I'm just going to check. There's nothing there, so alright. No, I haven't left anything. I'll just make sure all the time before I break any camp or lunch break. There's nothing. I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah, so my decision is to go on getting out because it's too dodgy. It is what it is. Like I said, I don't generally let weather get to me unless it's damaging like winds, like 100k winds or whatever at that, you know. Anyway, my plan now is I'm still in the high country, so I'm going to head up to this little hut that I know about. This is a second low track, by the way, and stay there for a couple of days. So I'm going to head into Licola. I need a bit of bar oil, so I'm going to drop into Licola right now. It's probably about an hour away. I've done my tyre pressure. I just put it to 30. That's it, like just enough for the blacktop. And yeah, then head up to this hut. Stay there for a couple days. Hopefully get some snow and get out of this wind because it's dodgy. It's just too dodgy, guys. I just, look, like I said, I don't generally let weather get to me, but wind is a different story. Like there's trees down everywhere. It's going to be wet as well, and windy and snowy and all sorts of things. Who knows what's going to happen? So the best bet for me is to get out and go somewhere like that's okay. Where I'm going is a little bit more secure than down here where I could get a tree down. You can see all these trees down, right? Look at that. They've been cut, thankfully. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video right now, and yeah, I'm not going to reveal where this spot is, obviously. And yeah, head to Licola, like I said, and head up to this hut. That's when I'll start the videos again. So right there. can see all these trees down there. Just keep it going for a little bit longer. It's pretty full on, yeah. Like this track's pretty gnarly. Like if you know where this spot is, it's good luck here, because like literally you can't get down here in a two-wheel drive. There's no way. It's pretty full on. Anyway, all right, we're cutting it here, guys. Again, thanks for watching the Bush TV. This drive down the Tamberifa Road heading towards Licola is absolutely spectacular, with some spectacular views looking over the Wellington River that joins up with the McAllister River near Licola. It also offers approximately 10 campsites along the Wellington River along the Tamberifa Road. From an aerial point of view, you can see the weather coming in, so the decision I made was the right one. For those who share this content on your social media platforms, I really appreciate that. It's nice to see some overseas visitors, and if you are from overseas, please drop a comment and let me know where you are, where you're viewing this content from. Also remember, if you like this type of content, the thumbs up shows me your appreciation. Trees down can be a major problem if you don't carry a chainsaw. In some states in Australia, you're not allowed to, but in the Victorian High Country, you are allowed to. Turned up at my secret little hut location. Again, guys, don't drop a comment, don't tell me where it is, because I already know where it is, and keep this one off the map. I smell diff oil. I don't like that. Well, I'm here now at this hut, so yeah, I'm going to check that out. Once I get settled here, I'll get underneath and have a quick look. Righto, we're at the hut here, so we'll go and have a look. And yeah, it's a little bit of wind here. Let's go and have a look at that and suss it out and get a fire going. And yeah, settle in. It's always a bit of a shame when you see they've tried to burn glass in a fire. It doesn't work. Don't burn glass. It just makes a mess. Keep the hut clean. Yeah? Don't burn glass. Unbelievable. Oh, that's the hut. Anyway, let's get set up, because it's been a big day. It wasn't meant to be this big today. Probably get a pot belly going and might get a fire going outside. I want to cook that stir fry. Last time I was here, I cooked the same thing, so there's chicken in the fridge. I've got to use it, otherwise it'll go off. So that's the thing right now. So yeah, here, let's set it up and be done with it. Before I put the fire out tonight, put the drum back. So I always leave it the way it was. Obviously I can't put the glass back, but anyway. There's a lot of small stuff around, so that's pretty handy. Pretty sheltered here. The wind's here, but we're sheltered, which is really good. So get this going. I reckon get the seat out, crank a frothy up, and relax for a bit, I reckon. Alright, so finally got the fire going. This one out here took a little bit. I think things are a bit wet. Just got the little pot belly going down the bottom in the hut there. Heat started pretty easy. We'll keep it nice and steady, keep it nice and warm. The wind's here still. Not sure if I'll be able to film the cook tonight. I am doing a chicken stir fry, pretty much the same recipe that's already on the channel. Check out that link in the description of this video. I'll put it on there. It's almost the same. I'm just not putting the chili sauce in. I'm putting like a creamier sauce in it this time. Just get this fire going. That one's going over there. Got a frothy just there on the table. So yeah, starting to get a bit tired, but anyway, it's all good. We're here now, and just time to relax, I think. That's it. Got to get my seat out of the car and kick it back somewhere. We'll see if the weather comes in. If it does, yeah, I'll go for a drive tomorrow and see if I can chase a bit of snow just up the road. Won't go too far, but we'll just go up the road and have a look. So hope you all enjoying the content, and a big shout out to all of my subscribers, members. You guys are absolute legends, and my sponsors wouldn't be happening without you guys. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate every single one of you watching, and I appreciate, poof, there's the smoke, all the comments. Thanks very much. Cheers. I left my new billy at home. Mel, I know you're watching. I got the old one. I left the one you gave me. It's on the shelf in my shed. So this one was still packed away in the box. And yeah, anyway, look, it doesn't matter. I've still got the new one that you gave me at home. So old Betsy's coming out tonight. So yeah, sorry about that one, but yeah, I've still got it. I just left it at home. Well, better late than never. This one's for you, Peter. Alright, so like I said earlier, it's getting a bit dark. The sun's setting pretty good over there actually, it looks pretty good. I just chopped up half an onion, some broccolini and 3 quarts of a red onion. I don't know what that is in there. We can't cook you, right? Hopefully there's no more of that in there. So it's all chopped. We're going to fry that up and then once that's done, I'll fry that up with it. So then, something a little bit different. I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a mess of my frying pan. I've got some noodles, those wet noodles in a pack. So I've got to get my pot out, boil the billy, and then just warm those things up. They don't really take a lot to heat up. Just quickly put them in boiling water and mix them around for like 5 minutes or something like that, and they're done. So let's get the party started here. I'm pretty hungry. It's just what, 6 o'clock now, and I'm getting there, so let's go. I wasn't going to video this, thought it'd be too dark, but we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be okay. Not the first time I've cooked stir fry at this hut. In the meantime, while it's on the fire there, if anyone wants a stubby holder, check out the link in the description to the merch store, also a beanie. These hoodies are not available. These are my personal hoodies. They're good quality, yes. And obviously the shirt that I'm wearing underneath it is not available right now as well. That's just, it's the same thing here. But I do have the patches. So if you're interested in a patch that's got a Velcro back on it, they are bigger than these ones. They're 80mm round. They're $10 each or something like that. Just check out the link in the description if you want one of those, one of them, or a sticker. I've got bonnet wrap stickers with the kangaroo, and I've got the original stickers with these. So just check out the merch shop, and yeah, if you want one, go ahead and buy one. And all your support goes into the petrol tank of this car, with all the food. It does all cost a fair bit of money for me to come out and do these types of trips. So everyone who buys this type of thing is supporting me. So all of you that have brought this type of thing, big shout out to you. I hope it's keeping your head warm and keeping your beers cold. And yeah, thanks very much, because like, you know what, it does help. Every little bit of it helps me. So yeah, I appreciate you 100%. Woo, she's hot. Right, it's time to add all that. Let's go. Capsicum, onion, red capsicum, because I don't like the other ones. We've got red capsicum, half an onion, I'm not going to use that knife, and broccolini in there with the chicken. Get that going real good. There's heaps with those noodles. There's those wet noodles, that's what I was talking about before. I'll chuck them in a bit of hot water in that pot that I'm boiling the billy in. Bob's your auntie. He's going to be ready to go. So this is going to be alright. I'm only putting that creamy stuff in there just for something different. Like generally I'd put a bit of chilli in here, yeah. But I don't have the chilli. The last one I had reaper in it as well. It was pretty hot. If I'm going to like eat reaper in the bush, I probably want to like double up on my poo tickets or something like that, because the next morning it's going to be hell, yeah. Let's put this back on the fire, get it nice and warm. She's slow cooking real nice and brown all in there. Look at that. Let's get it going. Oh, it smells good, I'll tell you that. Just going to add this sauce. Let's mix this sauce in with this. Done. Just boiling the billy now. I've got my wet noodles in there, right? So that's what it looks like at the moment. Going back on the fire for a minute to keep it warm. Looks like the billy's boiling, so we'll go and get that and put it in. We're done. Right, so I've put it in boiling water. It doesn't take much. The fire's just about dead. I just stoke it up a bit. Break these noodles up, we'll mix them in, drain them off, mix them in with that frying pan. If you guys don't like me cooking, I try and make it as short as I can without any of you skipping, yeah? Because I don't like it when you skip me video. Like everyone that watch the content. It is what it is for what it is. So, this is all part of the Bush TV. This is pretty good. Let's get rid of that beer. I'll show you. Man, I'll tell you what. Oh, this. I might have to do this a little bit more often. So yeah, if you do skip my video, drop a comment. Let me know what part you skip. I can't keep everyone happy, right? So it's impossible. You just can't. Everyone's got an opinion, so that's fine. I agree. Just like to know what parts you don't like and what parts you do. I know lots of you like the track and information and all that type of thing. I do my best in a situation to try and give you that, but tracks change all the time. No doubt about it. It can change from one week to the next. If you do billy goats, next month it could be different. So could get chewed out by a lot of people. Look at that. Gee, check that out. Is that enough for me tonight? I reckon that's it. Not bad. The rest of it can go into the snap lock bag and be heated up. And that's really good. Oh my god. Honey soy. Stir fried chicken. Can't go wrong. That's mad. Alright. I'm going to sit down, guys, and enjoy this. Get that fire going over there. Wash up a couple things. Kick back. Have a couple of those. And we'll see you in the morning. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching the Bush TV. Appreciate you all. If you haven't subscribed to the Bush TV, I'd appreciate it if you did. That would show me your respect. And I'll tell you what, make sure you hit that little bell. The bell notification will indicate to you when I drop new content, so you don't miss out. Be a part of the conversation and check out the link to the Facebook page in the description. After having a really big feed, I sat down around that fire, had a couple of froths and settled in for the night. What are you looking at? I woke up, I cooked a nice round of bacon and eggs on the pot belly and then headed off for a drive just to check out to see if the weather had come in, to find out there was a lot of trees down over the track. It was cold, but not enough to snow, just sleet. Once I headed back to camp, the rain starts. Then I'll get a fire going, because I have to prepare for a roast for the night. It's a little bit awkward to get a coal base going with this snow gun. It seems to burn the coals right down to ash, so I had to stoke the fire up quite extensively. The rain did come in, and then it started to hail, quite heavily. Didn't stop me though, and it didn't put the fire out. A big shout out goes out to all the members of the channel. If you would like to become a member, it's less than a coffee a week. You'll get early access to the videos, members live streams, and ad-free content. This applies to team members and above. Continuing, I stoked the fire up to get that coal base going and cook a mini roast lamb in the camp oven. Got pumpkin, potatoes, and who can forget the gravy with a roast lamb. Smell that roast already. Cracking day. I don't care if it rains. It's just the wind that stopped me from the other spot. Otherwise I wouldn't have really cared. Turned out absolutely spot on. A little bit crispy, but still good bush tucker. Just gotta say, you gotta love a good cook up with a couple of froths around that fire. Alright, there it is. Potatoes were a little bit crispy, but oh well, I got me roast. Sometimes these things don't always work out perfect, but hey, can't go wrong with that in the bush. Cheers guys. Okay guys, so a good couple of days in here, but it brings this one to the end. The weather's still pretty bad. I'm all packed up, ready to go. Pretty early in the morning right now. I'm going to go down to the Licola caravan park and stay the night down there. Probably just camp at number 1, or maybe near the gazebo part, and that's it. So hut's nice and clean inside. We've left it the way it should be, and plenty of firewood up there for someone who needs it. A couple of bits inside that can be split, and that's it guys. So again, big trip. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. That shows me you appreciate what I do, and it keeps the content rolling. Also remember, thumbs up. That's another way of showing me that you like what I do. So we'll see everyone in the next one. Stay safe, stay tuned. See you there. Folded up and it snapped. It's getting a bit old. I was thinking about buying a new one actually before this trip, so yeah. Track to my left is bit of behind the scenes, putting this in the snap lock bag. This is how I'm going to do it, right? And whatever way I want to heat it up, I can boil the billy and just dip the snap lock bag in there. Pretty chilly morning, and there's a lyrebird down in the bush. We're going to try and capture some of his sounds. Sounds like he's chopping wood right now.